Hey, what's up, everybody? Shag Dog is back. Spit or Swallow beer review, and we're doing. I figured me and Jammer might do some videos tomorrow or some beer reviews. So I figured that I got some Miller High Life. I haven't reviewed a Miller High Life in over a year and a half, and I haven't drank a Miller High Life. I think about almost a year. April will be 1 year ago. I did a actual 40 ounce. I didn't do a beer review. I just drank a 40 ounce of Miller High Life. It was an after work special. Look that video up. But figure, we're going to do a review. That's a twist off anyhow. I didn't bring my bottle opener. Usually I like to, wait, maybe it's back here. Oh, yeah, I do have it. I like to use a bottle opener, even though it's a twist off. But I'm not pouring it in the glass. I'm doing it straight from the bottle. Last time I did this year and a half, I poured it in the glass. I think it was from a can that time also. Then about 2 years ago, I reviewed it from a bottle to a glass. So this time I'm drinking it straight from the bottle because it tastes oh so great from a bottle. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, ABV beer advocate 64, 4.6% ABV. It's American Adjunct Lager by Miller Brewing Company, which is part of Molson Coors, Molson, whatever you want to call it. And I just wonder with the tariffs if that's going to affect the Molson Coors collaboration there. Miller High Life, also known as the Champagne of Beers, is the quintessentially English classic American style lager. In 1903, Frederick Miller created Miller High Life because he believed that the good life, the high life, should be accessible to everyone, not just the upper crust. To this day, Miller High Life, I need to rewrite this because I've read this before. High Life continues to be faithfully brewed as a golden pilsner utilizing light, stable galena hops from the Pacific Northwest and a select combination of malted barley. There you go. So let's get into it. I'm ready to drink it. Let's use the bottle opener because it's awesome, right? Got a little smoke off that too for a split second. There's the label, Lady in the Moon. I got AI rendered versions of Lady in the Moon behind me. Can't see that one. Let's move that out of the way for a second. Oh, yeah. She's actually sitting on the full moon, but got a crescent moon behind her, so I don't know how that's possible. And she's sitting on the moon, too. So, well, I think the one below me is actually just sitting on the moon. Okay. This one up here is sitting on the moon, fake moon landing, but has a crescent moon that she's sitting on top of the supposedly real moon. Fake moon landing. But anyhow, if she landed on the moon, I would believe it. Cheers. Let's get into it. Awesome. Just a nice, refreshing lawnmower beer. If I was out working in the yard or on a lawnmower or planting a tree or trimming some bushes or talking to the neighbor over the fence and it was hot out, I want to be drinking Miller High Life to show my neighbor that I am part of the upper crust. Very delicious. I'll tell you, this is not too many clear bottle beers I like. Miller High Life tastes fresh all the time. Oh, did I get a 12 pack? Yeah, I bought a 12 pack, so it's enclosed, so it's not getting any light. It probably would taste skunky. I've had maybe a couple of skunky Miller High Lifes before, 6 out of a 6 pack or something like that. Yeah, out of a bottle that did taste a little skunky. So probably something in a store, 6 pack, getting light, in and out of cold and room temperatures. Yeah. It's delicious. Can't really give it too much of a smell, aroma test out of the bottle. Smells like beer. Probably get a little bit of malty, slight bready, maybe a little yeasty. I got that cooked corn, but it's really refreshing. Nothing like a Miller High Life in a bottle. I couldn't get rid of Millers, man. I went to a party one time. I did have Miller uh, genuine draft. And this was probably, was that a 4th of July party? Yeah, I think it was a 4th of July thing. I brought them to my younger brother's brother-in-law's house. Bunch of coworkers. I worked with his brother-in-law. A lot of coworkers there. They were all Bud Light drinkers. I was trying to push the Miller Genuine Draft on them. This is back in like 2012, I think. 2012. Yeah, it had to be 2012. And nobody would drink it. And I should have stayed with the Miller because that particular day, somebody had some weird concoction, like 3 different liquors into, I forgot what the hell they called it. But I drank like 1 or 2 of those and I was plastered. Should have stuck with the Miller Genuine Draft. Yeah. Awesome bottle. Champagne of beers. You know, this is a classic bottle. I love the engraved. If you guys haven't had a Miller High Life, it's got the engraved EST established 1903 on the bottle. I like that. And then in the front, you probably can't see it too good here, but it's engraved High Life. It's awesome. Now, one beer I used to like out of the bottle, but they switched the bottle, and for some reason I don't like it, is Coors Banquet or Coors Original. I like the long neck Coors, and when they switched to those snub nose, probably about 10, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, whenever the hell it was, I just don't get the same result from the snub nose. I like the long neck bottles. Somehow they tasted better. But yeah. Very delicioso. Frederick Miller. Man, the Miller family had this. I can't remember, maybe the 60s, or I'm not going to look it up, but 60s, my memory's not that great. 60s, 70s, 80s. The granddaughter, I guess it was, Frederick Miller's granddaughter, sold a majority of it to, I think it was Procter Gamble, or was it? No, it wasn't Procter Gamble. It was, I think, Philip Morris. And I think the Miller family still had some. Let's Google if the Miller family still owns any of this. Does any of Miller High Life still belong to the Miller family? No, Miller High Life, along with the rest of the Miller Brewing Company portfolio, is not owned by the Miller family anymore. It's owned by Molson Coors. Yeah, I thought the family still owned a small portion of it or something, but 2016, yeah, because something happened with Anheuser-Busch, because Miller was owned by South African breweries at one time. I think they bought that from Philip Morris or whatever. Maybe they bought whatever small share the Miller family still had in it. Also, so they were owned by South African breweries, and then they were bought by Anheuser-Busch. So Anheuser got, or not Anheuser, InBev, I believe, got ownership of all the South African brewery beers, with the exception of the Miller beers, and all the beers that fell under Miller. They went, I'm not even sure how it worked. They went to Molson Coors. So luckily, because I'm glad it didn't go to Anheuser-Busch, I probably wouldn't be drinking it at all right now. Let's Google that. Oh man, one of my old work buddies just blasted my phone with reels on Facebook. This is his day off. Let's see here. What was I going to Google before I went off there? Oh, what South African breweries went to InBev? October 2016, Anheuser-Busch InBev acquired the entire Saab Miller, South African brewery Miller, company, which then became a business division of Anheuser-Busch InBev, SA/NV, and ceased trading on the worldwide stock market. As a result, African Breweries and Carlton and United are now owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev, blah, blah, blah. List of breweries: Alrode, Chamdor, Abaye, Newlands Brewery, Pokawani Brewery, Prospection Brewery. I guess these are all actually South African breweries. I wouldn't say anything about the Miller part because they own Miller, but somehow that whole deal, the Miller went to Molson Coors. I don't know how that all worked. If you know, leave it in the comments. Oh yeah, what a great beer. I figured I'd just do one. I might do a couple karaoke songs. What would I give this out of the bottle? Man. You know, they say half of the taste is the aroma when you're drinking. That's why you drink it out of the glass, so you're getting the smell of it also. So I'm not picking up too many impurities. So I think this is a great adjunct lager beer, actually. Probably not the healthiest, probably using GMO corn and all that kind of stuff, but tastes great. It's a little bit more filling than its cousin, Miller Lite. But I would give it a B+ and a swaff, a swallow and a half, Miller High Life in a bottle, refreshing. Not even really off-putting or anything, just tastes nice, crisp. Easy to drink. Yes, it's a really good, I think it's a really good lawnmower beer, I must say. Probably the top, definitely in the top 5 of lawnmower beers, I would say. Could even be number 1. What's your number 1 lawnmower beer? Let us know in the comments. Awesome. Yeah, the good old man. That picture came out good there. Oh, she looks beautiful. Looks young though, but still very beautiful. I had to. I'll show you the picture that I first came up with when I tried to have AI do a picture of her. I'm like, show me an image. I said, show me an image of the Miller High Life girl on the moon. Well, this is what they showed me. That's what they gave me, but I wanted the classic. I'm like, oh my God, this might not work. But then I rephrased the whole thing. I was like, no, show me the classic Miller High Life girl on the crescent moon, like in her old school, like in the old school labels with the witch's hat and the red and white dress, stars in the background. And then came up with that one there, which is that right there. And I was like, that's gorgeous. There you go. Because it is like a witch's hat almost. I mean, you can't probably see it on that little label there, but sweet. Man. I dated 2 or 3 girls like that once, that nice, innocent look in their face, and then they got with me. And then that look disappeared eventually. Well, innocent can turn to lies. Shame, shame, shame. You should have known better. You got your own self to blame. It's time to feel the pain. It's such a crime. Shame, shame, shame. Did you do your poses in the mirror like that? Did you tell him, baby, baby, please? Did he have you begging on your knees? What a horrible song about cheating, I guess. Once I looked into your eyes, I knew that they were mine. Now your innocent can turn to lies. Yeah, I don't know all the words. I can't think right now. Anyhow, great beer. Try it out of the bottle, straight out of the bottle. It's great. Of the glass, it might have got a little bit of a lower score again. Who knows? Maybe in a year and a half, 2 years, when I do it again, I'll drink it out of a glass next time. Matter of fact, I got a whole 12 pack. Maybe in a couple weeks, I'll drink it out of the glass. Okay. Who has been another My True Review production here on the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Shag Dog, no jammer, but he should be with us tomorrow. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I came across my finger. That's how bad my arthritis is. Ow. Oh, shit. Man, that's bad. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. We'll see you on the next one. Spit or Swallow Beer Review. Take it home, Fred. I hit it.